So, as you know, promoting Big Reach, what for the people that don't know or didn't see the first episode, if you didn't see the first episode, you definitely want to go check out the difference from then to now for sure. Because even the demeanor, even how you say certain things, it's just it switches, and that shows you the growth level of how people grow in real time.
Yeah.
Because we see people at one point and we think, oh yeah, this is them and that's it.
Yeah.
And then you see people who truly stay the same, who's been putting in actual work
100%.
and who grows over time. And so, as far as Big Reach goes, what's the goal of Big Reach and what do you guys do?
Like, so Big Reach we're a public relations agency, PR agency, however you do it. The goal is to just put eyeballs on people's product, right? Whether it's a product base, whether it's somebody's personal brand, whether it's somebody's organization, their nonprofit. How can we put the most eyeballs on what you do? So I think people don't understand that PR it still falls under marketing, right? It still falls under advertising. You can have earned media, right? You can have paid media. You can have owned media, right? So all of those work together with PR, but you basically controlling the story about what that client's either business, service, product is to the public. That's what the public part of public relations is. If your story is ROV, right? What's the story we need to let people know about ROV, right? What is their mission statement? What is their goals? Who do they help? How do they help? All of these things. So we have to create that story based off the information we get from the client.
Okay, so when somebody onboards with you guys, say, hey, I wanted to take ROV over and I don't even know where to start with PR, what would be the directions that you would say, okay, this is what we need to do first. This is what we need from you. And this is what we're going to provide.
I think like in the PR space, there's so many different niches within PR, right? So I say we specialize more in the personal aspect of the business owner versus some people just work for the company, right?
Yeah.
Or some people just work for events, or some people might just work for whatever the case may be. For us, I love the personal aspect because I was big on the personal branding, right? So the reason I stay there is because I saw what it did for me. So that's why I feel like I could say, I'm probably not going to use the word expert, but strategist, and say, okay, the reason I know that I can do this from you is because I did this for me and I have the receipts of what that looks like. See, most PR agencies only work with the business and they never even tap into who owns it. So I feel like it's a niche for us that it's like people are going to buy from people. If we can get that owner of that company to be vulnerable enough and be in front of the camera and really tell his story. Why did you start the company? Right.
You actually just made my brain think in a way that I didn't think about it, because that's absolutely correct. Why do we know more about Elon Musk than Tesla? Why do we know and are willing to talk more about Jeff Bezos than Amazon or Bill Gates, Microsoft? Because
100%.
they have that personal brand around them. Damn.
So for me, it's like, because I did that for me, I feel the strongest playing in that space for a business owner rather than just like, oh, let's just do PR for their business. It's like, nah, I would rather do PR for the business owner about the business than just, so a lot of our stuff is real personal. So I can't, if I have a business that comes and say, hey man, I got a fitness line, we need PR for my fitness line. I'm not excited about that. But I'm excited about, how did you get it started? Why did you want to start a fitness line? What was it about you that was like, I'm going to go the fitness route? You could have went streetwear. You could have went high fashion. Why fitness?
Yeah.
I want that story, because that's why these businesses come into fruition, right? So for me, it's like, I'm not just the way we do PR. I'm a therapist because I got to get to the why. Why are we doing this? Why is it so important for you to even have a business? And then what's the perception you want people to know about you? So when you leave the room, what are they talking about?
Gotcha.
So for me, it's like that aspect of like, how can I look at this and say, okay, that's cool with the business, But imagine you was educating the client about the business. Imagine you was providing motivation or telling them why they should be doing this. You can always educate your client, but these business owners don't be wanting to be on camera.